everyone, how are you? Back again with me, Nadia Rizky Juniarti, a student from the Information Technology program with student number 243133043. In this video, I will discuss an important topic in information systems auditing, specifically the audit of information infrastructure and operations, using a case study on the maintenance of academic information systems. Without further ado, let's start with the basics. What exactly is meant by an audit of information infrastructure and operations? Simply put, it is a systematic examination of an organization's infrastructure, including hardware, operating systems, file systems, database management, and network infrastructure. The goal is to ensure that everything is secure, efficient, and in compliance with applicable standards and regulations. This audit helps identify risks, protect assets, and improve the overall performance of the IT environment. It's not just about finding problems. It's about ensuring that the system is robust and reliable. The scope of this audit is quite broad and covers several key areas. First, the use and procurement of hardware. We examine whether servers, computers, and other devices are being used optimally and whether the procurement process is transparent and efficient. Second, operating systems and file systems. An auditor will examine how the OS is configured, managed, and updated to prevent vulnerabilities. They also check the integrity of the file system to ensure that data is stored and accessed properly. Third, database management. Here, we assess data integrity, security controls, and backup procedures. A secure and well-managed database is the backbone of any application. Fourth, networks and connectivity. We analyze network security, bandwidth utilization, and access controls to prevent unauthorized access and ensure smooth data flow. Lastly, maintenance and acquisition. We evaluate procedures for routine maintenance, updates, and the IT asset lifecycle. Proper maintenance is key to the long-term health of the system. Infrastructure and operations audits focus on evaluating the components that support information systems, including hardware, operating systems, and files, databases, networks, and procurement processes. This audit ensures that the academic information system is reliable, secure, and efficient. Now we move on to the interview session. Now I will interview someone who is very knowledgeable about academic information system maintenance. Let's move on to the first question. Can you explain how hardware is maintained in an academic information system?
Certainly. Hardware maintenance includes several layers of activities. First, we schedule routine inspections of servers, backup devices, and storage systems to detect potential failures before they occur. Second, preventive maintenance is conducted every quarter, such as cleaning server rooms, checking cooling systems, and testing power backup facilities like UPS and generators. Third, we monitor hardware capacity trends to predict when upgrades are necessary. For example, if storage usage consistently reaches 80%, procurement for additional drives or cloud integration is planned in advance. Finally, incident response is documented to record how we resolve hardware failures and what improvements are needed to avoid future downtime.
What about auditing the operating system and file system?
We focus on three main aspects: updates, access, and recovery. For operating systems, regular patching is crucial. Each server OS is updated monthly to fix security vulnerabilities. If updates cause conflicts with academic applications, we run tests in a sandbox environment first. For file systems, access rights are reviewed at least twice a year. Only administrators and authorized IT staff can modify sensitive configuration files, while academic staff only have read or restricted write access. Finally, recovery is tested by simulating data corruption. We restore academic files from backups to ensure that the recovery process is functional and efficient.
How is the database managed?
The database is one of the most critical components of the academic information system. We apply continuous monitoring to check query performance, storage growth, and potential bottlenecks. Index optimization is conducted to speed up searches for student grades and course registrations. For data security, we enforce encryption both at rest and during transmission. In addition, privileges are assigned on the principle of least access, meaning staff can only see data relevant to their tasks. We also conduct periodic audits of database logs, which track login attempts, failed access, and unusual activities. Finally, disaster recovery drills are carried out to ensure the database can be restored within hours if a major crash occurs.
And what about the network infrastructure?
Network infrastructure is the backbone that connects all academic users. We monitor bandwidth usage to avoid congestion, especially during registration periods when thousands of students access the system simultaneously. Intrusion detection systems, IDS, are implemented to track unusual traffic, such as repeated login attempts from foreign IP addresses. Firewalls are configured with layered rules to separate student access, lecturer access, and administrator access. To support remote work, VPN tunnels are provided, ensuring that off-campus access remains encrypted and secure. Additionally, we perform penetration testing annually to evaluate network resilience against cyber attacks.
Lastly, how does procurement play a role in system maintenance?
Procurement ensures that the university invests in the right infrastructure. Every purchase, whether hardware, software, or network devices, goes through an evaluation process. Vendors are selected based on cost-effectiveness, compliance with international standards, and warranty support. Contract management is also crucial. We keep track of service level agreements, SLAs, to ensure that vendors deliver timely support when systems fail. By integrating procurement with IT strategy, we make sure that the academic system remains modern, scalable, and aligned with the university's long-term goals.
From this interview, it can be concluded that maintaining an academic information system requires a comprehensive approach. Every element, from hardware reliability to software updates, from secure file management to robust databases, from network security to transparent procurement processes, plays a crucial role in ensuring the system remains reliable and effective. However, challenges still exist. For example, hardware upgrades require significant costs and database management is at risk of data leaks if security is not consistent. Network infrastructure is continuously exposed to cyber threats, and the procurement process can be affected by budget constraints or vendor dependency. My recommendation is: the university needs to strengthen continuous monitoring through automated tools such as real-time system dashboards and AI-based anomaly detection. Regular audits should focus not only on compliance but also on performance and scalability. Capacity planning must be proactive, anticipating increases in student numbers and digital service needs. Staff training is equally important, as human error often becomes a weak point in system operations. Finally, investment in modern infrastructure, cloud adoption, and disaster recovery planning should be prioritized to ensure academic excellence and institutional resilience. In conclusion, information infrastructure audits are not just about identifying weaknesses, but also about building a roadmap towards sustainable and secure academic services. Files, databases, networks, and procurement processes. This audit ensures that the academic information system is reliable, secure, and efficient. Now we move on to the interview session. Now I will interview someone who is very knowledgeable about academic information system maintenance. Files, databases, networks, and procurement processes. This audit ensures that the academic information system is reliable, secure, and efficient. Now we move on to the interview